It ain't nothing to me, it's just one of them days. Rolling up to the crib, getting blazed. We can get paid 100 ways. My stream's starting soon, got them tuned in to the waves. I be all up in the zone, wanna clone, wanna tap in, I'ma let them know. Donnie P back, baby, I be on a roll. It don't matter if I show up late, I can still steal the show. I be popping off, doing the most. My stream like a TV show, but better than most. Hitting with the quickness, check my precision. No opposition, on a mission. And I'm a professional with the AI vids. From here to Japan, I be working with the kids. My old songs playing and I'm vibing to my shit. Donnie P from the 503, baby, we live. Turn up, drink up, coffee in my cup, pack up, roll up, smoke up, we gon' turn up. Drink up, coffee in my cup, pack up, roll up, smoke up, we gon' turn up. Turn up, everybody put their hands up. I be going hard, everybody stand up. I don't give a fuck, I let you know what's up. We ain't never gonna stop, man, we never get enough. I'm just out of getting to the money, chillin' on a lily pad, me and all my buddies. I've been out here stacking up the honey, keeping it a buck, and they love me cause I'm funny. I ain't stopping this to take over, tell them game over, baby, I'm the main owner. All these lanes getting cold shoulders, they getting slower, baby, and I'm moving bolder. Turn up, drink up, coffee in my cup, pack up, roll up, smoke up, we gon' turn up. Turn up, drink up, coffee in my cup, pack up, roll up, smoke up, we gon' turn up.
Yo, I ain't gon' lie, this rap shit got me feeling like an ogre god. Taking bitches to the swamp and now they screaming, oh my god. My thick bitch look like Fiona with the bubble butt. That bitch got a wagon, look like a double-decker bus. I see the swag is lacking, it's obvious that you're broke as fuck. I do this shit for passion and y'all just trying to get a buck. These niggas wanna be the GOAT, but not even the GOAT to us. I'm laughing to the bank and the teller is saying, what the fuck? It's the birth of a god. I see the jealousy in your heart. You see the greatness in me and knowing that you ain't got a part. I've been on my shit from the start. Y'all just caught on. If you're looking for me, I ain't too far gone. Cause, bitch, I'm still in the swamp. That's where I'm keeping my guap, yeah. Bitch, I'm still in the swamp. That's where I'm keeping my guap, yeah. Bitch, I'm still in the swamp. That's where I'm keeping my guap, yeah. Bitch, I'm still in the swamp. Yeah. From a slum swamp, ogre gangrene, dumb. Swell covered feet with the fungi. How'd I ever end up in the dream? Sunlight from the fairy tale man and the dumb kind. Double gum drop, calling my girl Fiona. Stepping with the Timberland boots, getting stuck to the roof, getting kinda sticky. Where's the donkey when you need him? She be all shreked up. Come up, collect up. She been acting kinda different since I met her. I don't know if I could get her, but I get her. Shreked up, do I really look like that? Do I really walk like that? Do I really talk like that? What is you talking about? That's just a couple of blokes from my ends. What is you talking about? I never heard of no dudes from my ends. What is you talking about? There ain't no weirdos in my ends. What is you talking about? We all wild and insane in my ends. Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kinda dumb with her finger in her. That's where I'm keeping my guap, yeah. Bitch, I'm still in the swamp. That's where I'm keeping my guap, yeah. Bitch, I'm still in the swamp. That's where I'm keeping my guap, yeah. Bitch, I'm still in the swamp. That's where I'm keeping my guap, yeah. Bitch, I'm still in the swamp. That's why I'm keeping my guap. That's why I'm keeping my guap.
Hey you, keep it down, we don't wanna be found. See your son's uncle is a man that likes to sleep around and buy around. I mean specifically with ponies, stallions, Clydesdales, Palominos and cronies. His dirty little secrets that he can't stop riding. The horses he's inside of, he goes into the barn to see the mare he's obsessed with. tell your aunt, he whispers in Hassan's ear. But that makes me think there's other things we shouldn't hear. And then I find out that it's not just Hassan's uncle, his dad's into it too, so I guess it's in the blood flow. His brother came out and then he told us his preferences. I guess it all makes sense. Hassan's family tree is like a freaky horse ranch, so that's what they mean when they say how they fuck animals all day. Hassan's uncle fucks horses. Hassan's uncle fucks horses. Hassan's uncle fucks horses. Hassan's uncle fucks horses. Hassan tazes his dog.
Fucking lobsters for money. Money makes the world go round. Get paid if you're hungry. Nothing ever slows us down. So it's all about the money. So you better work for it, honey. If you wanna make it in this world, if you wanna get the pearls, if you wanna be the king, you better get on your thing. Get your dollars, get your cheddar, get your bacon, get your bread up, because it's all about the money. Because it's all about the money. Fucking lobsters for money. Money makes the world go round. Get paid if you're hungry. Nothing ever slows us down, so it's all about the money. So you better work for it, honey. If you wanna make it in this world, if you wanna get the pearls, if you wanna be the king, you better get on your thing. Get your dollars, get your cheddar, get your bacon, get your bread up, because it's all about the money. Because it's all about the money.
Y'all know what it is. Another day in the life. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
Hey,
Hey, done come, you niggas smoking crack. From the burbs, trailer park on a cul-de-sac. My blonde swole cig, looking like a cobra sack. Got me seeing things like a soldier who just wrote a stack. Flipping it back, yeah, running back. Fresh in the style on the jumping jack. Never will I stop with a drum. I add all these losers acting like I got a trip pack. My voice sound like all the soundtracks bouncing on the low. Ride a Cadillac, painted like a move ring. Mad black cash machine, singing songs about fast stacks. Looking in the mirror, gotta look back. I just keep my word like a good track, good gas. Sheesh, I can't go to work. Every time I light up the flame, looking like a burp. I feel like Ernie Banks, my style is going first. Used to be a semi, now I'm in my full form, feeling too clean, but I'm coming out the dirt. I was in the yard turning money to a world. Better keep up, gotta think in a twirl. You ain't talking about that money, what on earth? So much cheese, it's about to be a Wednesday. You a goat and you ain't got a soul, you a chef. Sounding real crazy, yeah, I'm talking out the nether. So when they throw shade, I'ma still make cheddar. I can feel the dark side creeping on my leather. This is the type of fit that can change the weather. This is the type of drip you gon' need an umbrella. We in the trenches like I'm running with the settlers. I just need a money phone, not a Nutribella. This another level, they be calling me a legend. Better step your game up, turn it up 11. I just want the money in a pile full of Fetty. Fucking call me smoking crack in the park. Sucking on dick and drinking lean like they skin is dark. Filthy people and dumb ideals. Motherfuckers are like slipping on banana pills. Fuck the commies, fuck the hammer and sickle. Your dad sucks my homeboy's dick and your mom gets tickled. With my cock deep down a gaped out throat. She can't do nothing but swallow this snow. Commies are the worst, man. Fuck them all.
Oh, well, this is what I get. Give me a second. Wi-Fi empty. Let me get the display up. Oh. Cool. This is great. This is totally what I want to have happen right now. All right. And then we're gonna do one of these. And then, oh, my phone's off. Yeah. Oh my lord. Wi-Fi. It's not empty, you fucking piece of shit. It's not empty, you piece of shit. Refresh. Yep. Cool. That's what I want to have happen. Gotta start the stream right off. The PC sound is loud. Yeah, let me bring that down quite a bit. Droid cam remove. Fuck you. Droid cam. Alright, we're gonna add Droid cam. And we're gonna do use the Wi-Fi IP. Alright, let's try and do Hey, you can see my ceiling and it's huge. I have an explanation for this today. Give me just a minute. Boom. All right. Scuffed stream start and all. All right. And the cats are going crazy. Let's get the old Pick 15 and woo woo woo. Go find the laser. Oh, wait, I turned it off. It's up there. You got to get it. It's up there. It's on top. All right. Let's make a few adjustments here. I apologize. So, there we go. Mic is a little bit better. There we go. All right. You guys can hear me. You guys can see me. Just so that you guys can see what's happening here. I did get a new processor in my original computer that I started streaming on. So that one had the I thought it was a 14900K. Close enough. It was a 13900K. And it died. Or at least it's regressing enough to where effectively can't fucking do anything, right? And so new PC, or I got a replacement processor because of one of you fine people, and so that computer is up and running. That's what we're on today. So I thought I had gotten everything squared away, but I guess I hadn't. So that's cool. Let me see if I can actually show you guys. Kind of. Oh, and then the phone case broke. That's cool. Hooray for the dead phone case. Awesome. Today's going so well. So yeah, we got stream, we got the main monitor, we got the frog, we got you people over here, and then I have a reference up here that is with the old. See, but I figure, you know what? And then obviously the cat bed is back up. But this pro streamer setup, this is not a pro fucking setup in any way. Hold on, I gotta get the case back on. The broken case. Because at least it provides some fucking stability. And some, oh, it's zoomed in. Cancel. Zoom out. You know, one of these days, I will find myself a webcam. One of these days, it'll happen. But today's not that day. Why is the screen curved? Well, the screens are actually curved just because if when you're sitting here and you're looking at everything that's around you, so 32-inch, if they were smaller monitors, then I wouldn't have gotten curved. But at 32-inch monitors, it allows me to see information at the same point. Like, okay, if you've ever looked at a monitor and it's a really big ass monitor and some of the edges kind of look fucked up, and that's just because the panel is, you know, not the greatest of panels. The reason you use curved panels, especially if it's lower quality ones like the VN panels that I have, these aren't the greatest of monitors. These are the Gigabyte G32QCs or whatever the fuck. They're pretty good for what they are. They're pretty good for being really cheap curved monitors. But you do that so you get the same viewing angle throughout the entire thing, especially when you have a semi-surround setup. So it feels better for your eyes. It also allows you to VA, VN, yeah, same difference. It's the cheaper. It's not TN panels or any of the nicer ones. I absolutely have never been able to afford like the really high-end LG or Samsung ones. Like the monitor that's up there, that's a 32-inch Samsung panel, or not Samsung, LG. That's, I think it's just 144 hertz panel. It's not bad, but I prefer these Gigabyte, and then the middle one's a Samsung. I think it's a G7, but yeah. No, TN panels, those are for those are the much more expensive ones. What do I use your phone? What do I use on my phone for webcam? I use Droidcam. That's for Android, and then there is, I believe their app also works for Apple if you have an iPhone as well. You have a good main monitor and trash throwaway monitors. Yeah. The main one is a Samsung G7. It is my main, and then the other ones are definitely more throwaway, I guess. They're acceptable enough quality because they all have the same refresh rate of 240 hertz. Not that I really have a hope in achieving that for the most part, but it is what it is. You have two 27-inch curve from MSI. Probably can't go back to normal ones anymore. Okay, if they're 27-inch, I can handle that. But if they're like 32-inch and larger, it has to be curved. If I could choose like the perfect battle station, it would be 3 of the Samsung Arcs. I don't know what you would need for that. Uh-oh. It's so full.
Sorry.
Oh, it's not that full.
Fucking
Perfect. Thank you. Ooh. What's next? Put my glasses over here. Yes, I do wear glasses. I just don't wear them on stream because I don't need them when I'm streaming. Let's push the water back because water is less important than coffee right now. Coffee, live by thee. Okay. All right. So we got that up. Oh fuck. Oh. Cable's getting burned. Okay, there we go. We're good. All right, relics. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if not already. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely helps quite a bit. I take 4 of the 1440p OLED, trying to... Yeah, these are all 1440p screens as well. 1440p is absolutely... it's a good time. 4K, I think, is still too much. I would prefer 1440p at really high frame rates than 4K at medium frame rates. You know what I mean? Like, if I can play 4K 60, like, okay, cool. It doesn't fucking help me any. I'd rather have high refresh rate. I would also like something a little bit better than 1080p. So that's just me personally. So, yeah, it absolutely is the sweet spot for now. For now, we all know that things are going to get better, and we know that it's going to be 4K is going to be that sweet spot. But yeah, oh, you're going to go play War Thunder Mobile? Oh no! Oh no! Get off! Get the fuck down, Gene! You are causing all kinds of problems. Go, laser, go! Probably teaching these little fucks to bother me, and then they get laser. Also, the original Wi-Fi adapter that I've been using has died, so that's cool. It's fine though. Okay. Stuck in 1080 land on a 1650. Yeah. You run 4K, 140 FPS is not worth the money for the hardware to run it. To be honest, yeah, I agree. 1440p is absolutely the sweet spot that everyone should really be going for, especially for games. I did a lot of testing on Battlefield 6, so I wasn't able to refund it because I don't know, Steam wanted to be assholes about it. So I've been playing and trying to get it to work. It does work on this new computer, so I can't actually do that. Doubt I'm going to stream it. Maybe I will. I don't know. But on the old computer, I found out 2 reasons why it wasn't doing what it's supposed. It wasn't running right. The first was the processor speed. A 5900X, you would think that would be more than adequate, but when I did Conquest versus Team Deathmatch or any small CQB battles, right? When I did small CQB battles, it worked just fine. But whenever I did any of the big maps, tanked. And you can actually see in the top right what actually happens with your computer and the frames that are being delivered based on your hardware. So that was a really big deal. And it didn't matter if DLSS was on or off. And then the other part was obviously because of the GPU, because the other computer that I have been on, that computer I got that right when the 3080s came out. And I don't know if any of you really remember when those came out, but that's kind of when everyone went fucking wild with mining. So I bought that rig specifically for mining and I actually made some good money off of that. So I'm not too, I'm not against a purchase, and I'm very happy with the purchase that I made in order to make the money that I did. Don't have it anymore. Obviously, spent it all. But I did make the money back that I spent on that rig. And the only thing that I could do at the time, I couldn't get a 3080 by itself, so I had to buy it from Main Gear. Main Gear, I've had actually several Main Gear computers now, and they've actually been all fantastic. But yeah, that GPU definitely needs some work to get. I don't know if the thermal pads can be just swapped out or what, but yeah, it got pretty toasty pretty quick. Free PC in the end. Yeah, technically free PC in the end. So, So Dev talking about all kinds of people wanting to play the game is a lie. Yeah, okay. So if you have a modern CPU, if you have like a 7000 series or newer of a processor, you probably will have a decent like a AMD 7000 series or like an i7 13,000 series. You're probably fine. But if you're beyond that or if you're lower than that, you're not going to have that great of a time. The biggest issue they have is they're 100% relying on DLSS, frame gen, and all that shit to make up for their lack of optimization. And to be perfectly real, it shouldn't use that much of your processor because it's not that intensive of a game. I know I talk about it a lot, but Star Citizen, we also have a giveaway for some Star Citizen stuff. Ooh. But Star Citizen doesn't even use that much processing power. The really big thing that Star Citizen does and what it's going to benchmark on PCs is your RAM. Like the game itself uses like 32 to like 36 gigs of RAM. If you're like doing some like real shit, you can probably skate by and do fuck around with some small stuff and maybe get by with maybe 28 gigs of RAM for it being used. But it's definitely going to be a RAM heavy game. But it is finally, after 13 years, I can see the finish line. I can actually believe that it's going to happen. But the biggest thing about the game, if 3 years ago, if you had asked me if I would ever recommend somebody to get into it, I would tell them to stay away from it, never get close to it. It's been a decade of no progress, nothing happening whatsoever. I had been burned for just spending way too much fucking money in that game. But they're proving me wrong. Hey, Jess, how's it going? How about the California Glock ban? Ooh, that's fucking stupid. 32 gigs of RAM is a sweet spot for gaming. Yeah, not fucking Star Citizen. Star Citizen, you actually need some serious shit. Yeah, they've been really putting in work in the game. It is absolutely crazy. I will talk about the Glock ban in just a second, actually. I have a bit to say about that. So yeah, it's getting somewhere. It's going good. I have five game packages I'm going to be giving away leading up to the IAE event and the Nyx system being released, which is going to be within the next month. So I'll make an announcement as to when that's going to happen. But if you guys want to try the game and you want to actually be able to join me and do some carrier ops and other cool shit, keep an eye out for that. I'm definitely going to be giving away 5 game packages. It's going to be pretty fucking sweet. Gene, you need to fuck off. Did you leave? Good. I have another keyboard that's like back behind there, so I can access that, and then I have another Razer Death Adder, just a $20 piece of shit that I use for the other computer. Anyways. Yeah. If you want to try it, hey, it's free. It's cool. Glock ban. You have to reinstall it? Yeah, I'll tell you what, reinstall it. It's going to be a good time. The fleet action that's coming to the game is looking pretty fucking awesome. There's a lot that I'm really, really excited for. It's looking pretty great. So yeah, if you would like to play, I definitely do that on the weekends, sometimes during the week, but absolutely during the weekends. Unfortunately, I don't have as much time to stream when I have my daughter. The weekends that I have her, it's every other weekend. It's kind of rough to do that just because I want to be available for her and all that. But all right, what do I have on this computer? I need to see if I have any of my Glocks. Nope, that's not a Glock. I know where my pictures are. Give me a second. So we are going to talk Glocks and the Glock ban for a minute because I am a gun nerd. And it is absolutely something that I want to talk about. Give me a second. Where did it go? You can't be that far down. Is it in this section? No. Is it in this section? I'm fucking horrible about naming my shit. Wow, I guess I'm not gonna be able to find a picture of my Glock. That kind of sucks. Is it in this folder? If it did exist, it would be in this folder. Right? No? Okay, I guess not. Weird. I can't access my phone right now because you guys are looking at me from it. But huh. Okay, in any case, we'll talk about that and then we'll get into flow. Yep. Good old Chunky Yogurt. He is going to be a main thing. Okay, so Glock ban. The Glock being banned by California is incredibly stupid. I get that they're doing it because of switches, but you can make anything go burr with just a little bit of metal, right? There's a lot of things that you really don't need a lot of technical expertise in order to make it go burr. Like, yeah, sure, something drop in is great, but you can fabricate something pretty easy. Who was that dude that got who was that dude that got he's in federal prison now because he sold credit card size things that had that just had drawings of a lightning link. Nothing, you couldn't punch it out. It just had drawings of a lightning link. That's all it was. It was just a literal fucking just card that had the a drawing of a lightning link. Who was that dude? Asobi, I guarantee you know who the fuck that was. Was that Cody Wilson? No, it was a YouTube dude. Who was that? It was Cody Wilson? Okay. So, yeah. Just a little bit of metal, and you can make things go fast. So, banning the Glock just based on that, I think, is pretty stupid. The roster system in California on its own is really, really stupid as somebody that wanted to get into guns when I lived in California, but stuck with airsoft just because I couldn't. It was so restrictive in what I could own and what I could have on my rifle and all of that. So here, as an example, I was told it was illegal to put a Noveske KX3 on a rifle because on the packaging and the marketing for the item, it says that it is a, quote, flash hider. You cannot have a flash hider on your rifle. It doesn't matter if it does or doesn't hide the flash on your rifle. It matters if the packaging itself says flash hider. So, CRS Firearms. Yep, that dude. Yep, that dude. He is in federal prison for that. So, for those that don't know, let me pull up a picture of the Noveske. Noveske. Okay. So, this right here, this is not allowed in California because it says flash suppressor. I was told specifically that if a cop chose to in California, they can choose to say, yep, nope, fuck you. You're going to prison because you violated California law. It is a flash hider and it is a suppressor. I was told by 4 different agencies that was a fact. Now, why did I want to get that? Well, the easy answer for that is I wanted something that looked fucking cool. I wanted Yep, I'm going to download this so I can put it on screen. Yep, we're downloading. Yep. Where'd it go? There it is. Because I wanted to make this. Now, on its own, this is also illegal in California. Suppressor is probably the key word. No, suppressor was not the key word. Suppressor was not the key word. It is a key word. Flash. So flash suppressor tells you, it says that it's hiding the flash. So if it says flash hider or flash suppressor, that means that it is a flash hider and you can't have it. And then something that says it is a suppressor that doesn't have the word mock in front of it or in the language, it is classified as a suppressor. Fun fact, too, there are also things like the, let me find the PWS Diablo, DWS Diablo, upper. I had one of these and they were so fucking cool. And nobody else has the real deal, and I want to get it back because they were super fucking awesome. This thing. Okay, so these were really fucking cool kits. These are real, and these do exist, although everything you can really find in the wild now is really just do I have a picture of mine? Probably not here. Anyways, these are really cool. These are 7.62 by 39, and there were some of them that were 300 blackout. They were really fucking cool. They were cool looking, right? First thing is they were really cool. Then, what isn't modeled here is right here at the back end. You can actually use this knurling to take this off. And this was actually created so that you could allegedly put a blank in there, put this in barbed wire, and cut it. That's what was alleged. But the point is that you can remove this outer cowl, and then inside is a single baffle. There is a single baffle. It is not an NFA device, but it absolutely is a single baffle. Because of that, owning a muzzle device that has a single baffle like that can be classified as a suppressor in the state of California, and they will fuck you. So I did not get into guns in California because of a lot of those reasons. Them banning Glock is absolutely ridiculous. Now, working in a gun shop, I can also tell you that people in California spend an extreme amount of money on guns. And I cannot tell you how many times people have bought guns from California, spending big fucking dollars trying to buy things, even stuff that I am personally consigning because I needed to get rid of them for one reason or another. They bid on, not knowing that they can't own it in their state. And our other rule is if you're in California, if a civilian can't own it, then a law enforcement can't own it, unless it's going to an agency. So, yeah. But it was super fucked up. But yeah, I couldn't own this because that in the state of California is a suppressor, even though it is not. It is a linear compensator. So trying to get someone to understand what the fuck a linear compensator is to someone that doesn't really understand guns to begin with is absolutely ridiculous. Also, anybody that thinks that cops know guns just because they're cops, they don't know their fucking guns. Cops that know their guns, very few and far between. Most of them don't know shit. So don't think that they know what they're doing. They really, really fucking don't. But yeah, this would have been banned in California, not just because it's short, but because of that. Also, what's that? A Zeneca rail. These things are super fucking cool. But yeah, the Diablo was also really awesome because it had, oh motherfucker, this, yep. Okay, never mind, we're back. All right, cool. Anyways, it looks heavy. It's not. That rail is titanium. The rail is titanium. The gas block is an adjustable titanium gas block, and then the gas tube is another super light metal. And then the barrel on that was a V7 fluted barrel. So it was a very fucking light. It was very, very, very light. Would I say go form of FRT or super safety or try the NFA route? Not in California. Must be expensive as fuck. No, they were $300. Okay. We're going to start with our Halloween episode generation here in just a second. I'm going to answer this one last question from Mad Murph 13. Random question, but would you say go with a form of FRT or super safety, or try the NFA route, not California? Well, if you buy an NFA machine gun, and machine gun is a classification, right? We're not talking about just M60s. We're talking about anything that's fully automatic or burst fire capable. You're looking at. Let me look. I know I can't show this on stream. I know I can't do this on stream. What's the cheapest these fuckers got? Because he has very competitive pricing. Okay, so a CNR Rising is $10,995. That thing's a piece of shit. Why would you? I mean, you'd want it because it's a transferable. Okay, so Swedish K is 14,000 and Mac 10s and 45. The powder spring ones, which are what you want. Oh, Dyer. Oh shit. Okay. SWDs and the Dyers and powder springs, they're all the fucking same now. Holy shit. Okay. It doesn't matter if it's 9mm or 45 anymore. Or a 380. Dude. Mac 10s and Mac 11s are outrageous. They are now at 15,000 starting. So if you want one of those, you're looking at 15,000 starting. Uzi start at 20 grand. FNCs, that's your cheapest. Select Fire, that's like that. You're looking at 23,000. Same with an AR-180, or about 23,000. M16s and AAC. Okay. You're looking at 28,000. Let's see. You go into the MP5 world. You're starting so MP or HK51. You're starting at 47,000. MP5s are 49,000. The 3 registered. Okay, so that's for all 3 guns. That's 85 or 86,000. M16A1 with Harrington Richardson U.S. property mark. That is 65,000. Norinco AK-47. A Norinco AK-47 new in box, 56,000. So if you have the money, buy a transferable. You know why I say buy a transferable? Buying transferables is the best way to ever hold wealth that you can ever do in your life. In 2020, M60s, nice M60s, like Seiko Marymount M60s, with like an E4 kit. So like a pretty nice, like the rifle, the gun itself, nice as fuck. Well fucking made. And an E4 kit, also pretty nice. You were looking to spend about 55 to 60,000. Now, 180,000. 5 years. You've tripled the worth. And also with Mac 10s. Mac 10s back then, they were going for about 10 grand. Now they're 15 grand. So if you want something that you want to use, abuse, and be able to resell at any time, and you have the money for it up front, buy it. And hold on to it. Put it in a family trust. Don't ever do it as an individual. Always do it as a trust. So then you can bring other family members in. Because if you die and you don't have a trust or anything in your will for it, they will be destroyed by the ATF. So always put your machine guns in a trust. Always recommend that. But if you have the money, buy machine guns. They are 100% worth it. You are guaranteed your money. And they are all very historical. Oh, hi, Nate. So some of them are also very historical, so the prices are still going to be there. Even if the NFA ever gets gone, doesn't matter. They are still going to retain their value because they're also serial numbered. There's two reasons why they go up. A, everybody wants one. Everybody wants one. Everyone and nobody can really afford them, so they always go up in price. Two, you'll have people that have more money than sense, and they will go to an auction and they will hit somebody else in the head with their fucking wallet to win something. And when they do that, somebody else is going to be a dick and make somebody pay for it. When you do that, what ends up happening is the new price that something sells for, that's the new going rate. When it comes to machine guns, that's the way it works. It's not the case with every single item that's out there, right? Every single collectible. But with machine guns, as soon as, like, for example, there's a dude I know that bought a M240, a transferable M240. He's like, yeah, I got a deal on it for $500,000. Reality, the dude probably would have let it go for about $250,000 to $300,000, but because he just couldn't take it. He sat there and he bid to the fucking moon, and now every 240 is worth that. The only time that an NFA item has come down in price is the 249, the one of one that allegedly exists, is now, I think, one of 10, because the Department of Energy had a bunch of them, and when the post samples, the pre-86 dealer samples got cleared as transferables, a few of those showed up. Outside of that, yeah. But if you have the money, do that. Now, if you want something that's legal and fun to shoot and a really good time, then I would definitely do an FRT or super safety, something like that. Look at your local laws, make sure that you can actually own that, just because you don't want to get fucked. If you don't care, hey, if you want to do crime, this isn't legal advice, but if you want to commit crime, I can't stop you from committing crime. But those are the quote cheap ways to do it. They're starting to get expensive. They're getting into, super safeties you can kind of print yourself. You really want to get metal ones. You don't want plastic ones. And a good FRT, you're looking at $500 to $1,000 depending on who's making it and where you can find them and if they're in stock. Binary triggers are cheap and legal. They are shit. Don't ever buy a fucking binary trigger unless it's for a 22. I have had five of the Franklin Armory BFS triggers in all the different formats, in the curved and flat trigger formats for an AR-15, and I've had it in an ACR. Every single one of them has been fucking shit. Every single one of them has failed after 1,500 rounds. They are fucking awful. And they are not much cheaper than an FRT. You can get an FRT that's going to be actually made to withstand shit, whereas Franklin Armory and their fucking shit triggers, they're perfectly fine triggers, but they wear out. The binary function fucking fails. So, yeah. But if you don't care about any of that, get yourself a Geissele SSAE X or SSAE or whatever your flavor of Geissele, and just go with that one. All right. We have done our gun talk and our pre-stream talk. We've been here for about 45 minutes. I think it's time for us to start making a new project. All right. So, for those that don't know, we have a whole thing set up for our we have a whole bunch of shit set up. Where the fuck is... Okay, notepad. Excellent. Look at that. It's like I have a whole fucking script up here. All right, so today we have our project. It's going to be a crazy good time. Switch denims with Pokimane. No, I think we can add Pokimane. Vexen, hey man, I appreciate it. I have so many of these shirts. I have so many of these shirts. I am not sponsored in any way, shape, or form by them. I would love to be. I would love to have more of their shirts when I can start affording them. But these shirts are all from Retro Rifle. You can check them out. They make a lot of really cool stuff, a lot of pop culture remakes. I have quite a few of them. A lot of the newer releases within the last few weeks I do not have as much as I would like to. But Retro Rifle, they have some crazy awesome shit. This one is it's made after the Deadpool. I haven't watched Deadpool Part 2, but allegedly it's from Deadpool. So you have to start another collection when you don't have yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I would go to Goodwill. Thrifting is a cheap good time. Okay, if you just want floral like Hawaiian shirts, Yason, that is fantastic advice, and that is what I would give anybody. But Retro Rifle, I get Retro Rifle. I want to support the company because I think they make really awesome products. These are really breathable. They feel really nice, but they they're not. I can go golfing in like 110 degree weather in one of these. I'll be fine. Or it can be. I think my house is 65 degrees right now, and I'm totally fine. So they breathe and can retain heat pretty good depending on what's going on. Maybe that's just because me and my fat and just radiating it in here. So that's what's keeping me warm. But they're pretty good. But the other big reason why I like to buy these is these all have gun references or movie references. And I'm about that, right? If you just want thrifting and you just want to get any sort of shirt, that's a good time. Like I don't have anything against that whatsoever, right? I don't like. You can absolutely do that all day long. That's totally up to you. But I want to have guns on my shirt, and they're pretty cool. So that's why I do it. Doesn't have to be floral. Maybe you can get them to throw you a sponsorship. Maybe once I get to 20,000 subs, maybe I'll make a little mention to them. Maybe. Actually, you know who might be able to help me with that is Donut. I'll see if Donut can help me with that. That would be a really cool thing. And I'll see if he wants to do that. I am still waiting to hear back as to whether or not he wants to show up in the thing. I know he said he wanted to, and then we were trying to set aside some time, and then he went out of town, and then he came back. I texted him once, and I know people say, oh, just fucking text him again. It's like, man, I don't want to be that guy. Right? I don't want to be that dude that just texts people and like, I don't know. I don't want to be a fucking bother, especially when I'm who I am and he's who he is. But even if that wasn't the case, it's like, I don't want to bother people. I don't like if someone sees it, cool. I guarantee that it got lost in the thousands of notifications that he got. I guarantee that that's what happened. But I'm not going to just go and bug the shit out of somebody and just be a squeaky wheel all the time, because that's how people don't want to be annoyed, and I don't want to be annoying. So we'll see. What would Pokemon main soundtrack be? We'll figure it out. We will figure it out. You like to bother people? Yeah, I just don't. I don't know. So many people are just saying, "Oh, go message Tectone. I'll go message so and so." It's like I don't want to bother them. They're doing their own thing. Like, sure, I could ask someone for some advice here and there. I've asked people for advice before, but like I don't want to use where I've gotten as a. I just don't want to use where I've gotten like that. So I need to hire someone to annoy people for you. I mean, sure. And yeah, Zenaro, 100%. They are busy. One day I will matter that much, Don. Well, I appreciate the vote of confidence. Best trick is to seed his audience, and has worked well with Asmon and Nux. Well, I kind of already have. The trick is the thing is more like Asmon's not gonna watch my shit. There's no way he's gonna watch anything. So that doesn't fucking bother me. But yeah, I just don't want to be a nag. Even okay, Adam, even if I get to that point, I just don't want to nag people because I know I don't want to be nagged. Like, okay, here's an example, right? There was years ago. This is many years ago. There was a credit card that I got. First credit card that I ever got, and it was one of the secured credit cards, right, where you put $200 down, and then you get to use that up to that $200 limit. And if you never pay it back, they just take your $200 and you don't get it back. Like, that's it, right? And I spent $20 on gas. Those motherfuckers, 5 days a week, or 5 times a day, 7 days a week, they would text and call and email and wouldn't shut the fuck up over $20 goddamn dollars. And it was within maybe 3 hours of getting gas. And it's like, dude, I'll pay you what I can, but the point is to have it just last a little bit. They messaged me so many fucking times that I told them that they could go fuck themselves. I blocked every single number that they ever tried to contact me with, and I never paid that $20 fucking dollars. I don't give a fuck if you're going to be an annoying piece of shit, that I'm just going to ignore you. And so if I'm an annoying piece of shit to somebody else, they're going to react the same way. So that's kind of how I look at it. You know what I mean? 100% automated system. Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. It's just, I just don't want to do that. Asmon has not watched any of my videos. Yeah. No, Vexen, you're good. Yeah, so Brando, okay, the thing that grinds my gears is that he'll watch the Sora 2, and then he won't watch this, but then again, he probably thinks that it's, I guarantee that he probably thinks that it's React bait. That's probably why he's not watched any of it. But then he watches his shitty little fucking talent agency making that god-awful fucking anime trailer of self-insert shit. God damn. Oh. There is something that we need to talk about. I got very, very sidetracked. Where did I put it? Muga, that is an amazing animated avatar. I love it. Of the Twitch man. Posting titties. Okay. Ooh. All right. This is impressive. It's just because it was his company. Yeah. I know. It's fucking cringe. It's fucking shitty. It's awful. Bro, does keep up with the grind? Yeah. No, I'm going to. It's fucking. He hasn't watched any of them. He's just a fucking idiot. If he watches them, cool. If he doesn't, I don't give a fuck. It doesn't matter to me. You'll hit up Retro Rifle support. Yeah, do it, man. Hey, I'm all about it. But yeah, I know it's just his company. Muga. Yeah. That the Twitch support dude. Chats aren't showing up on stream. Yeah, I know they aren't. That's because I didn't set up the overlay. I'm gonna do that after tonight's stream. I forgot to do that. Thanks for reminding me. I knew I was missing something, but thank you. All right, let's look at this. Let's block this ad. Yep. Nope. Perfect. Thank you. Thanks, AdBlock. You're awesome. Okay. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. So, Veo 3.1. Veo 3.1 is coming. This is going to be a great fucking time. I am very, very excited. I may want to hide Steam notifications. Why? I don't know. Anyways. You can't show it over there since you refuse to log into Google. Oh, it's fine. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. We'll get there. I promise. And I need to use Restream's embed. Actually, can I do this right now? Copy this link. Okay. Blind as fuck. Oh no. Okay. Can I customize it? Can I just give it transparency? Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. I got this. Oh no, it looks terrible. Give me a second. Hold on. I can do this. I can figure this out. That's shitty. That's shitty. That's shitty. That's shitty. That's shitty. That's shitty. Okay, we're gonna one more time. Can we scale it the fuck up? Okay. All right, let's try this. Sorry, guys. Oh god, that's huge. Oh fuck, that's huge. Hey, look, KickChat's actually showing up now. Oh no. Okay, let me. Well. Shit. This is so fucking I'll fuck with it more. But in any case, you guys are there. Okay. Yep. I want to do this. I'm not streaming on Twitch. Yes, I know. Okay. I know I'm not streaming on Twitch. Okay, sorry. We're good. Yeah. By the way, it's good enough for now. I'll fuck with it later. But yes, so there's that. I am not streaming on Twitch today. Today, I'm streaming on X as well as YouTube and Kick. So that's what we're doing. I think you leave for 2 hours mid-stream and Donnie still talk about the same thing, or you see generations like Hassan getting pounded by a yogurt package yelling horse. Yeah, pretty much. Yep, that is 100% the way it works. Every single time. I actually don't know how to control that. The birdie site? Yeah. Yep. I know the account's still alive. I don't know why it's still alive. If I can, when I get paid, finally, from, what's it called? YouTube. I'm going to upgrade Restream so I can do X, Twitch, Kick, YouTube, everything. You know, full fucking multi-stream. Right? So, everything. But, here's what we're going to do. Today, we are going to do the Halloween episode, but I do want to talk about Veo 3.1. And I fucking called this. Go back in my streams. Go back in my motherfucking streams. Go back and look. I said as soon as we saw support ending soon, and as soon as we saw that Veo 3 Fast is free, as soon as I fucking saw that shit, I knew we were in for a new model. I knew we were in for a new fucking model. Now, whether it was going to be like Suno with 4.5 plus, or 4.5 or whatever the fuck. Yeah, it's debatable, right? But it's going to be a new model. Well, 3.1 is on its way. 3.1 is going to be coming out pretty soon. Veo 3 has been by far the absolute best AI for making anything whatsoever. Is Grok Imagine getting good really quickly? Yes. Is Grok Imagine good? No. Grok Imagine is fucking shit. Is it great for something free and easy to use? Yeah. I mean, hey, it's free, it's easy, it's fast. You can get something done. But it's not good. It's never been good. But Veo 3.1, well, here we are. What about Sora 2? Don't get me fucking started on how god-awful Sora 2 is. Don't get me... I'll... Just because of that comment, we're going to do that. I'm going to show you. You know what I'm really terrible at, and I do need to get, is I need to figure out how to properly clip and edit these fucking streams so that I can put these back up as VODs later. But, here's what we're going to do. We're going to look at Veo 3.1, and then I'm going to talk about how fucking awful Sora 2 is. Oh no, god damn it, yeah. Think about the best video generation models, but you've seen so many Sora 2 clips recently. There goes this whole damn stream. Nope, no, don't worry. Don't worry, Brando. No. Don't worry about it. It's not going to take long. I'll show you why Sora 2 sucks and why people use it so much. Give you a mod, you'll ban anyone who thinks about Sora 2? Yeah. Okay, so Veo is the best. It is the best. Veo 3 is the absolute best. Now, Veo 3 is enhancing that and is currently in the API. I don't have the money to pay for API. I'm sorry, I really don't. I don't have, 40 cents per second of generation and then going through and editing stuff. So I just don't have that kind of money. I wish I did. I wish I did because we could make some gnarly shit, but I don't. Until then, we have 3.1 coming. Now 3.1 is going to give us about 30-second clips up to 1 minute. 30 seconds to a minute. Now, I think, personally, having been making these, a minute is great. A minute is a really great scene. But the thing is a full fucking minute is so goddamn long, you have no idea how long a fucking minute scene is. It's crazy. And we've been working off of 8 seconds. Yeah, absolutely. Relics, will they be any good? They will be at the same quality or better than Veo 3 currently is. So, it's going to be a fucking time, dude. It's going to be wild what we're going to be. So, and yeah, 60 seconds, people really don't understand. 60 seconds is so long. Everything that I've done has been with 8-second prompts. It's crazy. The one that Techie posted on X was wild. I'll beat Techie. I'll beat Techie at his own fucking game. Don't test me, Tectone. Don't fuck with someone that knows how to shit post with AI. Will the JonTron breadcrumb be touched on again? Absolutely. Okay. But yeah, 60 seconds. You can have an entire conversation in 60 seconds. I've been having entire conversations happen in 8. In 60 seconds? I just... 60 seconds is so long. And it's one thing to have people... Okay, I'm going to challenge you guys. Here's a challenge. Go and watch a television show. Something that's mainstream that people really loved back in the day. Like 24. Go and watch 24. And don't care about the scene itself, right? Look at how long a camera doesn't cut. Look and see how long does it take for a camera to cut. Or look at like something Better Call Saul. Sit there with a stopwatch and like just fucking around, right? Just sit there in time how long it takes for the camera to go until it cuts. See how long it takes in a movie or anything like that where it takes for them to cut from one scene to another. And the scene in a movie or a film, maybe it's longer than 60 seconds, right? But you're talking about when the camera cuts to move to a different location. That's what, for a scene in Veo, that's what it is. So go watch Better Call Saul, go watch 24, go watch Babylon 5, Star Trek. I don't give a fuck what it is. See how long it takes for the camera to transition from point to point and see if you can, how many you find that are more than 60 seconds, that are not there for pure artistic purposes, like for an intro, outro, or something of that nature. It is very, very hard to do. Can I control how long it is? Yes, absolutely. Maybe Veo 3.1 can do camera changes? It does. That's part of what I'm getting at. But my point is that when you're looking at actually making film, you're looking at actually making a movie or TV show or something like that. I've never done that. But I've watched enough shit to know what I like, and I have a very analytical mind when I watch something. And I don't think I've seen shows that have just long cuts for a long time. Average shot in 24 is cuts 1 to 8 seconds. Yeah. Problem is younger children watching TV, so many cuts, object permanence doesn't set in. Well, no, I'm not even 24. No, like go watch even the next generation. Go watch Farscape. Go watch, I don't know, a show, Stargate, something like that. Go and just, it is the thing that you really come across is that, yeah, exactly. DJ, long camera scenes are usually used for effect, 100%. Why does your sub not show up? I don't know why it doesn't show up. It should. Let me take a look. I have no idea. But the point is, the point that I'm getting across is that 30 seconds is a long time, 60 seconds is an eternity. Now, here's the thing that gets wild. The key says the character consistency, things are going to be a lot more consistent from scene to scene. Now, that's not saying you have an actor. That's not what that's saying. That's saying that when you create a character and you write them into a scene and you generate the scene, it is going to stay the same in that entire clip. Right? So no Tectone morphing into Nux or anything like that. They stay as they are generated. So native 1080p, that is huge. And then what we were saying earlier is right here, multi-prompting. For multi-shot, you can write several prompts to generate multiple scenes based on a single photo. Multi-prompting for multi-shot. So that means that I can take a single image of the outside of a bank and I can have it generate shots based on that bank and interpret what's inside of that bank based on that one scene. And like, let's say I wanted to recreate Heat, right? I can just upload a single photo. It can extrapolate all the details from that one photo in order to make back and forth shots. So it's like, okay, like you're having gunfire across counters. It's going to know where one dude is. It's going to understand where things are in a more 3D space. I guess if you want to think about it in a more complex terms, what this allows you to do is I can upload a photo from Heat of them, like the final gun battle, right? Where they're in LA, they're getting in the cars, they're going around. And in that one scene, it's going to take in everything that's happening. It's going to extrapolate, okay, this is kind of where this area is. It's going to think about what could be on a reverse shot, and it's going to be able to keep objects and people relatively in the same space. So think of it as though you're uploading an image, you're generating a 3D space. It's and you can only see it through a single plane, so it does what it can to try and generate a full 3D plane or a full 3D image of everything that's around it, and it's able to remember where objects are. Right, so you can't think of it any longer as though it's approaching a scene from a two-dimensional perspective. It's approaching things from a three-dimensional perspective. Holy shit, Relics, you have been witnessed. Not fat, Tectone fat to one scene, skinny into the other. Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, this is a huge fucking deal, and obviously, no watermark. The other thing that Google has also been very big about is they say that their content policies, they do have some policies in place, but they want them to be loose enough so that it allows creative freedom. Google gets it. Google gets it. I understand the things that I'm not allowed to create. I genuinely do. I have nothing against Google's for the things I can't create because, for the most part, I know I'm pushing the line. Right? I know where the line is. You know where the line is. Google knows where the line is. And you can kind of push it a little bit, and that's kind of what I do. But it kind of gets there. So, yeah, it's it's so frustrating. But at the same time, it's not Sora 2. Now, my quick Sora 2 rant. Very quick, because Brando is right. I will go on this forever. Let's log in. Log me in, you stupid piece of shit. All right. God damn it. I hate Sora so much. I hate everything about Sora. It makes me so mad. Just violently every time when I fucking deal with this. Okay, let me explain for this OK Bro 123 dude, you need to witness why Sora 2 is absolutely unusable. It is shit. Sora 2, the music, it's going to give me an aneurysm. Sora 2, this is TikTok for AI. That's all it is. This is trash. Why does Sora 2? Why is Sora? Let's look at the homepage. Oh, look. Yep. People doing the same shit. Look, more Martin Luther King. Look, more shit. More people doing some Logan Paul trash. More people just doing slop. Cool. Yep. Does Sora 2 look good? It can. But it's not a good model. And I'm going to show you why. I use this example every single time, and it's still, like, it makes me so mad. Yeah, all these fucking chunky yogurt things that it took in order for me to get the thing for Hassan's uncle fucking horses. Give me a second. So, Sora was created to have social media, AI social media. That's it. There is no cinematic quality that you can get to anything. None of this is ever any good. It's all super scuffed. But I'm going to show you the number one reason why it's unusable for me. Okay. I have the exact same prompts. One prompt in Sora, one prompt in Veo. This is Veo. Right? And that was good enough that I needed for the video. I didn't need anything more. That's all I wanted.
Here comes the Odyssey. Listen to those wheels spin. It looks cute, but it hits like a freight train. That flame job is cooking those cars. Over the hatchback, crushed flat. And it's not slowing down. Look at that body pillow just along for the ride.
All right, that thing gives me an aneurysm to listen to every single time. The audio is fucking trash. The audio is some of the worst audio I've ever heard in my fucking life. This is an absolutely awful piece of shit. Nobody should ever be using this for anything outside of just generating shit on your phone. This is made entirely for just the biggest retard on the planet to pull up their fucking iPhone, open the app, say, I want to see a lion, turn into a balloon, and then they generate it, and that's what it fucking is, and that's what turns in, that's everywhere, right? That's what they want. And then what does OpenAI do? Well, they go in and they suck the dick of a user, and they auto-enhance your prompt. They add in a whole bunch of dialogue and other shit that you don't want to have whatsoever, and it sounds like fucking ass. The quality, sure, I guess if you're looking at a TV, you could reasonably convince somebody that, yeah, okay, it's driving over things. That's cool. Again,
This drop's nasty.
it's just adding in
Frogs in the air, everybody.
It's just adding in a bunch of extra shit that I don't want. I want exactly what I prompted. I don't want anything else. I don't want any fucking dialogue. I want you to understand the music that I want. I want you to understand every last little bit that I am prompting and to not add a single fucking thing. There is no option to have an un-auto-prompt what you're doing. Prompt injection, that's why ChatGPT's imagination is so bad and looks like Cyberpunk. Yes, absolutely. The other thing that fucking sucks is I am totally fine with Veo's super scuffed copyright because AI should be trained on every last bit of copyright in existence. It needs to understand pop culture. It's necessary. It needs to happen. It needs to, right? If I say I want the Winnebago from Spaceballs, it needs to understand what that is or do something in the style of it. Or if I want to have people doing a Melbourne shuffle to hardcore music, I need it to understand what that is. I need it to know these things because I want to use the references and styles in my shots, or I want a specific art style. Like I want a Borderlands art style, for example. I want that when I create to be in my creative toolkit. I don't. I actually absolutely agree with AI not recreating things in its entirety unless it is a pop culture icon. Stormtrooper, Mickey Mouse, Winnie the Pooh, Pikachu, things of that nature that are pop culture. They cross borders. A grandma knows what a fucking Pikachu and a 3-year-old knows what a fucking Pikachu is, right? So it's if it can cross that divide, great. But it also shouldn't have the original voice acting. It also shouldn't be able to recreate famous people. As much as it would be funny to have AI Asmongold and AI Tectone as their actual selves in here doing shit, it would be funny. It wouldn't hit the same. It wouldn't hit the same. It wouldn't be original. You said Pikachu at the exact same time? Yeah. But Sora 2 is normie. Sora 2, all this exists. And so Sora 2, by the way, Sora 2 Pro... it's not much better. The resolution, that was created with high-resolution Sora 2, by the way, and 15 seconds is the max. So Veo 3.1 at 30 seconds minimum, 60 seconds max. How much does Veo cost? Well, it costs $1 per generation of quality or 20 cents per generation of fast. If you pay the $250 for Veo 3 or Google AI, you can generate as many Veo 3 fast as you would like. Sora 2, it may be free for now, and I know that GPT Pro users that pay $200 a month, they have access. OpenAI is going to charge you for it. They're going to charge you for it. You think it's free? Motherfucker, you are in for a wild time when they start charging for it. They are going to charge so much more. They're going to probably charge people $5 a video or something like that. Because OpenAI, as greedy as Google may be, OpenAI, they're worse. They are fucking terrible. But Veo is the absolute best. You cannot get better than Veo for any of that. Using own computer for AI generation. Well, that absolutely is something that you can do. However, if you want video to the quality that I have, you cannot do that locally. It is not possible for it to be done locally. Images, text, anything like that, even some music, it's not as good as Suno. Suno is fucking dirt cheap anyways. You could do that locally, but video to the level of Veo 3, it's not, A, it's not possible, and B, their API is not public in that way. It's not open source. So, Nick, absolutely. Make it free. First, it's free to make people addicted, and then ask money. Yep, absolutely. That's exactly what they're doing, 100%. And as soon as they ask for money, it's going to die, and no one's going to give a fuck anymore. It is still 100% a fad. People that are using it are just using it because they're too broke dick to do anything else. Tectone. If you really wanted to use AI Tectone, you can always message me, buddy. Anyways, drop a like on the stream and subscribe if you're not already. Yep, absolutely. That helps. That helps a lot. Okay. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Oh. Last thing. It's also free, and it's iPhone specific. It's iPhone specific. The web people, yeah, we have access to it, but it's an iPhone app. Why? Why is it an iPhone app and free and popular? You are the product. They are harvesting the fuck out of you and your phone. So you can think it's free for now, and then they're going to charge you out the ass later. The reality is they're fucking you twice. So keep using Sora if you want. Keep using Sora if you want. But yeah, they could deny those allegations all they want, by the way. We know it's not true. We know they're harvesting it. That we all know that you're fucking stupid for trusting OpenAI. Well, if you didn't know any better, I mean, you didn't know any better, and with all this AI stuff, it's kind of hard to really get on top of everything like that. But at the end of the day, if it's free, you're the product. Nobody is that benevolent. I mean, I guess I technically am that benevolent in providing you guys a free education in how to use AI to its fullest beam extent. But yeah, generally speaking, yeah. iPhone is overpriced Android. Yeah, I agree. The phone that I have the Z Fold 3. I got this for free, actually. My dad had a spare one because my S8, I dropped it and it cracked. So I'm really glad that he had that. I would have gotten something else. I would have gotten something cheaper, actually. But the Fold is actually pretty cool. Being able to open it up like a fucking mini tablet and be able to type away and like do work and shit. I've been able to do, let's see, episodes 1 through 4 of the Menace Crew were all done exclusively on the Chrome browser inside of my Z Fold, because I was able to actually open it up and type and view things in a larger window, things like that. You think Tectone's humility is spreading? Well. All right. Here we go. We are going to do our shit. So, where did we leave off last time on Thursday evening? Well, we have all the Hassan's uncle songs of him fucking horses. So that absolutely is going to make its own into a standalone video. You guys will be able to see that in a little bit. I can't spoil it on stream, but we have that. And
Do you think you're out of your mind when you're thinking about all the times that us and tased his dog?
so yeah, it's gonna be a time. We're gonna make Thunderdog. Thunderdog is going to be a thing. We are adding Pokemon in Valkyrie because those two dumb motherfuckers decided that they want to endorse a terrorist propagandist and someone that calls for violence. So we absolutely are going to be including those two for being absolute clowns. Now, first off, if there are any clips that come out of this fucking trash and end up to anybody like that, just fucking know that if you want to go after Hassan in any way, shape, or form, and you're a woman, you are not the target audience. He knows how to use and manipulate you, and especially manipulate your audience. But he's gay. He doesn't want you. He wants two people, one person more than most. He really wants Asmongold. He wants the Roach Lord to have his filth rub off on him. He cannot. He is probably coming his brains out to that idea right now. And then there's Tectone, which he also can't shut the fuck up about either. So those two are the two that he really, really wants. after that, it's various animals before he would even consider going to a woman, and probably minors before he goes to children. Let's be perfectly real about it. Maybe not minors, but definitely animals. The bestiality runs in the family. Whether you love dogs or animals in one way, shape, or form, it's up to you and that family. But the point is that if you align yourself with a horse, the nephew of a horse fucker, and who abuses his dog by tasing it to keep it on a couch for 5, 6, 7 fucking hours at a time. That's not normal for a dog, by the way, especially a young dog. So it's definitely abuse, absolutely abuse. So if you align yourself with Hasan, then you are telling the world that you love animal abuse, you love advocating for terrorism, both international and domestic, as well as violence, international and domestic, which is how we know that Amazon, because they own Twitch, and Twitch hasn't gotten rid of Hasan, and there is no fucking way that Amazon and Twitch don't know that Hasan continues and has always been spreading terrorist propaganda and violent rhetoric. So, yeah, if you want to align yourself with that, you can. It just means that you like animal abuse, you like terrorism, both international and domestic, and you like political violence, both international and domestic. So, Pokimane and Valkyrae, I really hope that that is the message that you really want to be sending the world by trying to suck the dick of a gay man that doesn't want you. I hope that message somehow gets through the absolute coked out brains that you guys have. The whole eat the rich when Pokimane is an extraordinarily wealthy person. It's so fucking cringe, dude. And ETA, you have absolutely been witnessed. Makes you wonder what happened between Hasan and Destiny behind the scenes. Hey, you know what? That's true. That's true. It could have been a breakup. It could have been a breakup because Hasan and Destiny, I guess Hasan didn't like getting fucking glorped by fucking Destiny anymore. So Hasan just decided to just say, you know what, I'm out. And Destiny's mad, decided to lash out. We know that gay couples, it doesn't matter if you're a dude or a chick, lesbian or gay dudes, man, they have some pretty bad domestic violence problems, especially lesbians. So, yeah. Is jealous of Destiny fame? No, he's just jealous of everybody. But who knows? Who knows? So, Destiny loves the cuck chair. He loves the cuck chair, and he loves sucking dick. So, to be real, if he didn't like sucking dick, he wouldn't have let himself get recorded sucking dick. Yeah, recording somebody doing that isn't exactly. You don't just stealth that in. So yeah, they are incredibly gay. Both of them are incredibly gay. Destiny, you know what? He is gay and a fucking retard in his own right. But Hasan, at least here's Destiny's saving grace. Destiny, if you ever so happen to watch any of these, which I never think you ever will, but just know, Destiny, you may be a massive piece of shit that you called for violence, and so saying that you feel for your own life, you don't have the right to say that because you called for violence, and I think you're a piece of shit. But at least you don't support terrorism, and you don't abuse animals live on stream. Now, if you're the type of person that decides you want to get a bullfrog in your backyard, get a model rocket and tie it, tape it to the fucking thing and light it off and watch it zip around the woods, I mean, hey, you can do that all you want, as long as it's not, actually captured on film. Not that I would know anything about having done that when I was like 12. Or if you're the type of person that wants to create a Ninja Warrior thing for your hamster. That one I actually never did. I've actually seen people do that. You could do that. What happened to that dude that had the fucking the BioShock Rapture like thing for hamsters? What happened to that dude? He had like a whole underwater biome for like hamsters to live and thrive in. Anyways. He is not caught abusing animals on stream. Yep, absolutely. You made an obstacle course for hermit crabs. That actually sounds really fucking cool. Hassan will not talk to anybody. Yeah. Hey, you know what? If he's not willing to talk to anybody, maybe because he was so afraid of Charlie, maybe he inspired one of his people to go and do something like that. That's a conspiracy theory. Absolutely has no basis in reality, but yep. Can Thunderdog be an Israeli superdog? Yes, absolutely. Used to like Hassan more as a debate guy. Yeah, but wasn't he sort of a, I don't know. The first and only debate that I ever saw of him before all this recent shit blew up is when he got fucking clowned on by Medicare. So anyways. All right, so we have Thunderdog. And we have an intro. We're going to make our intro credit scene, which is going to be a little short. It's just going to kind of set the mood for what's happening. So we have Scene is a rainy pet cemetery behind Piker's house. So that's the super gay communist compound that he has in Los Angeles. It's going to be an intro credit scene, and that's just going to be the song playing for a little bit, and then before cutting to the episode, we're going to have a green screened juggalo dancing in the top left and bottom right corner, and then skeleton frogs are dancing in the top right and bottom left corners. Juggalos are just so fucking dumb. Like it's so fucking stupid to dress up like a clown. Like that is the personification of someone that is just, I don't know. They're as big a clowns as fucking BMJs, and I guess that's kind of the point. But all right. If you're not afraid to just throw in, yeah. A parody of the iconic Saw theme. We'll see if I can do that. You've been gone for 3 minutes. What did you come back to? Well, you came back to a lot. All right. Green. A fat juggalo is dancing with a green screen behind him. A fat guy in a frog suit that is has a skeleton with a skeleton is decorated like a skeleton dancing in front of a blue. All right, here we go. Work time, let's go. Yeah, we're gonna get there. This is gonna be great. Don't overuse the juggalos, just like AMJs. Yeah. I just think it's funny if they're in the fucking corners dancing. That's why. Do we want a mindset legal Twilight Zone horror show? No. No, it makes no sense. Why is it getting the music right? Okay, I want to I need to know who at Google is a juggalo. Who at Google is a fucking juggalo? There is no fucking way that somebody at Google is not a goddamn juggalo. To know the music styles roughly of what's playing that a juggalo would fucking dance to and what a fat juggalo looks like. There is no fucking way that somebody at Google is not a goddamn juggalo. No fucking way. No way that they did just be like, yeah, you know what? Let's make sure that Google understands, or Veo understands juggalos and fucking ICP. Let's make sure that that's a... All right, that's just static. Right, and all we care about is just a something that we can have. That looks awesome. Okay, we're going to turn the music off because we don't need it. Right, and all we're doing with these are going to be in the corners of the screen. So... That one's pretty fucking stupid. It's stupid enough. We're going to take it. It knows what... It's also a Halloween episode. Like, of course it's going to be, like, juggalos, like, fit. Okay, that one's pretty dumb. This one... All right, that's a winner. That's a fucking winner right there. All right. All right. Can't believe AI. Hey, man. It's just... AI is... It's a fucking time is what it is. It's a time. Okay, we're just doing these two. Okay. So we need to have a drone and fly over shot of Los Angeles. Okay. Street. He's got to live in like the fucking Palisades, right? He's got like that fucking Richie Rich shit, right? Don't fucking tell me where he lives. I don't give a shit. I don't want to fucking know where he lives. But he from what I understand, he lives up in like the Palisades and shit, right? Don't overdo it. I'm looking for a 5-minute vid. Yeah. It's not going to be crazy long. Yeah. Getting Palestine and Palisades confused. For the record, animal cookies, woo, they're fucking peak, dude. Mm. Mm. It's not the LA skyline, but it's close enough. Mm. That's Rodeo Drive, but it's too fucking long. I think we'll take it. Um, a driving stop, going up roads into the hills. A spooky title pops up. Large spooky Halloween title pops up reading Thunderdog with the subtitle of no, we're just gonna do that. Thunderdog with a cute skeleton puppy with a shut collar on it. I want to get this done today. I want to get this done tonight. Well, as much as I can. Brando, I like it, but that's too much for right now. That's too much. Is that a kitty that I hear? Is that rocket outside? All right, let me boot this shit up. Are you saying in real life? Oh. Oh no. Oh no. It turns on and gets zapped in a cartoon way. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna get this fucker to generate. I'll be right back. Alright, Rocket's back inside. Oh no. Oh, oh God. The zap. Hold on. It's not perfect. I need clips and timestamps of him saying shit about it. Because maybe I'll do like a cut in the beginning. So if you guys have access to the Discord, which if you are not currently in Discord, I have this for you. You can join. But yeah, on Discord, if you would like, you can go ahead and join. Any clips that you have of Hassan saying shit, I need timestamps and they need to be short. If you have standalone clips, if there are things that I can download and immediately put in, that is ideal. But clips nonetheless of him saying shit about all of this and downplaying it as much as possible. We're gonna try it again. Pegasus had tons of them. Well, I'm sure he did. I don't watch his stuff, and I don't want to go hunting for fucking shit. I want to get this to be quick and done. So in a sense, me outsourcing finding clips to you guys helps. But maybe I won't. Actually, no, I don't think I will. Yeah, no, John, I saw that. It's fucking wild. It's absolutely wild. Oh, the candle. Cats aren't shitting right now. For whatever reason, I know they're kittens, but like their little guts and developing, they just have some fucking real nasty just stinkers, and it sucks, man. So you just gotta have, even like I change it pretty frequently, but sometimes sometimes you just need a candle. These are pretty good candles too, but all right, let's see what we got. Hopefully this will be it. I like it. No, I don't like it. No. Implying the dog likes it. No. I actually did kind of like that one. Partly because diet. No, I actually give them. They get Tiki Cat. Like I make sure they get good food. Uh, I need this because we have our we have 2 shots before this, and then we have our title screen, and then we need the house, and then the cemetery. So that's gonna be, yeah, those are the 5 shots that we need before we can have it settle in on the gay pumpkin scarecrow, and then that's when we are going to start with Jesus appearing and using his ancient Jew magic to raise the pit bull from the dead. We still going on with the Saw parody? Yeah. Absolutely. Nope. That one's pretty good. That one's shit. All right, this one's pretty good. What do we think? Gonna make the dog collapse into a pile of bones? Yeah. Yeah, so we'll see if we can turn it into a pile of bones. If it works, cool. If it doesn't, then we'll go with that one. The dog needs to have a MAGA hat? No, he doesn't care about MAGA. He really doesn't care about MAGA. He would care if it was Jewish. That's why Jesus is going to appear and use super Jew powers to raise him from the dead. It's all a revenge plot. Yeah. I am going to have a thing where there's going to be a prepared gravesite next to where this dog is, and it's going to have the headstone for Kaya. Personally, as dark as that is, I don't think that dog's going to last too long. The way that Hassan treats that thing, maybe if he listens to his mom, which is the fact that even happens, if he listens to his mom, maybe his mom would, plead for its life, but I don't see that dog lasting. His last one didn't last that long, did it? How can one get super Jew powers? You have to be the Ketamine Crusader, or you have to be Jesus. That's a good one. No. That one's pretty good. That one's really good. That one's also good. Okay. 1 or 2. 1 is bottom left, 2 is bottom right. Cry prays for help and Jesus comes to the rescue. That could work. Isn't representing Jesus a legal thing? I don't know. If you're talking about in media, I'm not media. They can go fuck themselves. I'm going to do what I want. One is blocked by my camera. Is it really? Oh. Alright, I'm gonna play one more time. Alright. And then 2. Yeah, and no one's gonna bomb my house for representation of Jesus. The other thing too, Jesus was a Jew, wasn't he? And then Jews didn't want him, so the fuck is he gonna do? Can we make it grayscale? Sure. Yeah, we can do it all in post. Ain't hard to do. Alright, I need to get the... Where is Hassan's gay fucking house? Aha! Here's the gay house. Okay. Give me a second. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can get there. Can we do a slow run through the pet cemetery? Oh my god. That is that's his house. Yep. That is the gayest thing I have ever seen. That is and just to make him mad. Do you know how mad this is gonna make people right here? Do you know how mad that's gonna make people? I'm keeping it with the Star of David on that flag because it's going to make people so fucking angry. So angry. With the just giant pet cemetery? Yeah, absolutely. It's so it's so foul. I love it. I love it. All right, does this work? Does this work? Or does this work? Filled in, they already got it ready. Okay. Like this one is pretty funny and is on point. Right? So there's that. But then there's this, which is like implying that, oh, something is about to be here. It has to be that one. That tells too much narratively. Okay, hold on. Camera slowly moves among the headstones. One of a group of them are all horse themed and are after various horses with all are for various horse names, with the headstones also reading love drink. Okay, monkey yogurt. All right, let's see if we get the horse fucker shit in there. Possible clip. I'll look at that in a second, Purple. Yeah, no, this is a time. He's Pearlingate saying Piker Pet's graveyard. Okay. Moves towards the chick. Love chick. We're good with this one. What's up, Bander? Have a statement on how each pet died? No. No, I can't do that. That's going to be too much. We don't need too much. Can we work in Charlie somehow? Yes. Yes. Excellent. Okay. I need underdog. Skip. Thunderdog. Alright, let's get Alright, here we go. Give me a second. Okay. Why did that not work? If I don't get it fine before, like. Alright, we're gonna get rid of those two. I'm gonna get rid of those. Okay. Sorry guys, we're just trying to get the intro here done. Okay, that'll be fine. Whatever. He's just in the corner. Doesn't need to be perfect. Okay, this dude. Smaller. Oop. Okay. Underdog. House. Biker's Pets. Horse fucker. Alright. Audio off. Okay, give me a second. Welcome to the fucking shitpost lab if you guys haven't been here before. Nope, he's on this side. Another frog. You should be about that, yeah. Oops. All right. All right, let's zoom in. I don't give a fuck. Alright, let's try this. Alright. Hey, Renegade. Thanks, dude.
Do you think you're out of your mind when you're thinking about all the times that us and Taste is dog? Do you think you're one of a kind when you get reminded all the time that us and Taste is dog? Do you think it's all in your head 'cause he said it's not that big of a deal? But he tastes his dog. Oh, he tastes his dog. Oh, he tastes his dog. Oh, he tastes his dog. A son to taste his dog. Oh, he tastes his dog. Oh, he tastes his dog. Hasn't tasted his dog.
All right. Beautiful music. Yeah. Shocking dog shorts. Okay. Inside and shows a dog with a shock collar getting zapped in extremely cartoonish ways. Near a raised dog, blue dog platform bed in a room for streaming content. Let's try this. Collection of Hassan's former dogs getting shocked to death. Yeah. Maybe end it with Caius. Yep. I want it to be original content. I was thinking about it, but I kind of want it to be like original content. I don't want to not necessarily steal, but I don't want to like have my content reliant on a clip. Like it spawned from a clip, but I don't want it to exist only because of a clip. You know what I mean? Check out Ren's. Where is what idea? Where did you put it? Yeah, I don't see where that is. Ren. I saw on cartoonishly hitting a large red button, chucking dogs. It's in YouTube chat from a while ago. Oh. Oh no. I'm posting it. Yeah, I can't. I don't know where it went. these are funny, like they're harmless, right? Like they're just fucking harmless, and I'm fine with it being just like harmless shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm gonna keep because they're harmless and they're fine. Like I don't want anything to actually show harm. 'Cause I don't wish animals harm. And also, I don't want to generate a whole bunch of shit of animals getting hurt. Well, dogs getting hurt, anyways.
He said it's not that big of a deal, but he tastes his dog. Oh, he tastes his dog. Oh, he tastes his dog.
Okay, this scene is going to the end because I want that to be the end because that's one leading to him being trick-or-treating kids walking outside his own mansion, not to go by big hyper. Yeah, we could do that. We can do that. What about the horses? We have the horses. Or do you want the song? Do you want the horse fucker song? Do you want the horse fucker song? Does it count if it's AA dogs? I just don't want to do it. I just don't want to see it, you know? Yeah, here we go.
Hey, you, keep it down. We don't want to be found. See, your son's uncle is a man that likes to sleep around and buy around. I mean specifically with ponies, stallions, Clydesdales, Palominos, and cronies. His dirty little secrets that he can't stop riding. The horses he's inside of, he goes into the barn to see the mare. He's obsessed with saddle on the floor. Guess the stall's where he's sleeping because we all know that chunky yogurt's deep in that. Hi, son's Uncle Fuck's horses. 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 Oh, and Hudson tases his dog. Please don't tell your aunt, he whispers in Hassan's ear. But that makes me think there's other things we shouldn't hear. And then I find out that it's not just Hassan's uncle. His dad's into it too, so I guess it's in the blood flow. His brother came out and then he told us his preferences. I guess it all makes sense. Hassan's family tree is like a freaky horse ranch. So that's what they mean when they say how they fuck animals all day. Hassan's Uncle Fuck's horses. Hassan's Uncle Fuck's horses. Hassan's Uncle Fuck's horses. Hassan's Uncle Fuck's horses. Hassan tases his dog.
There you go. Sounds like a song for a separate video. Yeah. 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 No, it's gonna get its own video. Don't you fucking worry about that. Don't you fucking worry about that. Perfect. It's just a bunch of. I don't even care what kind of dogs he's had. That doesn't matter to me. I don't care about continuity. I care entirely about just getting a bunch of the dogs getting zapped. That's what's happening. Okay.
Cause he said it's not that big of a deal.
Hold on. Hold on. We're gonna.
But he tastes his dog. He tastes you, but he tastes his dog.
Hold on.
He tastes his dog. He tastes his dog. He tastes his dog. Taste his dog. Son, taste his dog. Son, taste his dog. Son, taste his dog. Oh, he tastes his dog.
You guys see what I'm going for? They're happy. Yeah. No, it's fine. It's fine if it's fine if they're happy dogs. He thinks they're happy dogs. That's all that matters. He thinks they're happy.
He tastes his dog. Hasn't tasted his dog. Hasn't tasted his dog. Taste his dog.
Oh no. Oh no. Rip headphone users. That would have been really bad. That one's perfect. Okay. All right. Let's see. I need one more scene. I need one more something. I need him like pressing a big fucking button. That's what I need. Is inside a and is holding a a dog collar controller and presses a red button with an evil smile and laugh. Perfect. Where in the song is it? I know we actually know the model he uses. I know that. Drew, that's a bit of a deep cut. I don't think people are going to get that. Like, I get it, but it's a bit of a deep cut. Isn't Vosh the one that was like, he got caught watching horse porn, and then he also had a stroke on stream? Is that the same dude? I mean, it's a Halloween episode. We can have something that looks horrifying. Yeah, no. Maybe we could. Oh. Who was it that had a stroke on stream? Because I thought Vouch was the same dude that was after Medicare too. The song pressing the button fast and multiple times. At a control panel with a large button that has a label of Shock Dog on it. And he presses it multiple quickly and non-stop. I know DSP Jacket on stream. I know that. Sogwig wouldn't get shocked by his arm. We're not having Sogwig in this one. He's a piece of shit, but he's not in this one. Honestly, the only thing that really gets me about Slugwig is A, he's defending a terrorist, and B, he willingly decides to promote for alcohol poisoning with his friends, and his mindset needs to change. And it is all because he lives in Los Angeles and he does things for just content. He has poisoned his own brain and he has ruined himself and his mindset. He needs to do something rapidly to change that around. Because, yeah, he is a fucking piece of shit. Honestly, if everything with Mango hadn't happened, probably wouldn't really give a fuck because he's just someone that I don't care about. But the fact that he decided to encourage somebody to drink that heavy, knowing that that's exactly what he does, and then talking about how much of a piece of shit Mango is for doing it, it's like, nah, dude, you're the fucking problem. that. The Star of David on the Palestine flag makes people so mad. Maybe Google knows something that we don't. Maybe they know something.
He said it's not that big of a deal, but he tastes his dog. Oh, he tastes his dog. Oh, he tastes his dog. Oh, he tastes his dog. A son to taste his dog. Oh, he tastes his dog. Oh, he tastes his dog. Hasn't tasted his dog.
Whatever. All right, let's watch it from the top. Okay, so just real quick, we have. I knew this was going to be a bit, right? We have yeah, no, the timing is great. So the scene, okay, camera settles on Gay Pumpkin. Jesus walks out of the light, uses super Jew magic to raise one of the dead dogs. He's gonna give a speech to the dog about whatever. We'll figure it out, right? And then he's gonna raise fish from the dead. The dog gets Palpatine powers, Frankenstein costume, and a cape. I think we're also going to put the swirls on its cheeks at this time. And people are going to wonder what the fuck are the swirls for, but we'll find out, right? Howls and thunder strikes around the area. Cuts inside where he's sleeping with the stuffed roach and lobster, wakes up from the lightning. Goes downstairs, lightning flashes revealing the dog, but it disappears. Cut to the next day, Hassan's looking for a new dog to be a prop in his streams. We're going to have a crispy dog skeleton near him. And then it's going to show that he just used like a Tesla tower to just shock the dog. And then, oh God, what did we fucking write? Holy shit. Stapled squirrels to his wall to cope with not having a furry object in his streams. Sees another pit bull for sale that will sell to him, and he decides to meet, and he gets knocked out. Wakes up with an electric collar in a room with Frogan the Hunt, Denim's the cum goblin, Casey Trong the drug addict, Dan Clancy the super gooner. Yeah. Okay. We actually got quite a bit. Oh, yeah, Denim queefs on Dan and kills him. Yeah. Yeah. Cut the stapled squirrels. Yeah, we can cut that. Oh, Jesus. Might be too graphic. What do you mean? What do you mean? Stapled squirrels? It's easy. I've done it. His catchphrase for this episode should be "You're being such a baby." Yeah. Denim's queefs on Dan and kills him. What have you done? Hey, it was that was because Dan has to ban one of them from Twitch in order to survive. The person banned will die, and if Dan doesn't do it, he will die. And we put on there that Dan is conflicted. Frogan starts to eat his feet, and Denim queefs on him and kills him before he can do anything. Probably cut the queef. We can get more clever than that. For killing Dan? I don't know. Yeah, we already stapled rats to a fucking wall. Yeah. No, we got some shit. Like we wrote some shit. It's on my other PC. I'm reading it because it's up in that monitor up there. And then there's the bombs on their necks, and it's super easy. And they have to eat bowls of salad. And they have to consume the salad to get the key. Frogan can't handle it and explodes. The next is survivors have to press a red button. There's a bunch of red buttons and a single green button with a weed symbol on it. Hassan and Denims both press red buttons and survive. Casey presses the only green button and gets packed into a bong and lit on fire. And then the last one then it was Hassan and Denims have to resist a test of lust. Denims and Hassan have to kiss. Denims tries. Hassan throws up and proclaims his love as Asman. Denims is disgusted. Hassan picks up a roach from the floor and kisses it. Denims is then taken out of the room by a bunch of rabbis and sent to Pakistan. Cut to her trying to make money being the horse she is in Pakistan, but they all prefer the goats. Yep. And then he has to, the last one is Hassan has to electrocute himself with every shot collar from every dog he's ever owned, and he decides to put them all at once and murders himself. So, yeah. Are we gonna feature Hassan shocking his dog in the future? Well, once we're done with this, then we're done with the dog thing. After we're done with this, it's gonna be a short little music video for Chunky Yogurt fucking horses. The goats are better. Denims is too loose for any friction. Exactly. We're going Hijab of the Hutt. We are absolutely going Hijab of the Hutt. Yeah, no, it's gonna happen. Lots to choose from. Yeah, no, we got lots of shit. We got lots of shit to do. I think what we'll get to is we'll be able to get tonight. I think we're gonna get the dog done. Spawned. I think we're gonna cut the whole new prop for his streams, and I think that's gonna be something that he says, when he wakes up. Right. So it's gonna be Jesus raising the dog. And then inside, he wakes up from lightning. He goes downstairs. Lightning flash revealing the dog, and Hassan double takes, and it disappears. Right? He's gonna proceed getting water or whatever the fuck, right? And then fucking off upstairs. And then it's gonna be him waking up on the floor and talking about he sees the other people in the room and talks about how he was gonna go look for a new prop dog. But he woke up there and wondering what the fuck is happening. And then we cut to the speaker. We're going vile? Oh, dude, we're going all the fucking way. All the way. Yeah, it's just going to be a little expository line. Yeah. So we're going to get the dog done, and then we're going to, we'll probably call it for there, and then I'll work a little bit on it when I have time tomorrow when my daughter's at school. And then we'll continue tomorrow. I think that's what we shall do. So, okay. But let's do a run through of what we got so far.
You're out of your mind when you're thinking about all the times that us and Taste his dog Do you think you're one of a kind? When you get reminded all the time that Essen taste is dog. Do you think it's all in your head? 'Cause he said it's not that big of a deal. But he tastes his dog. Oh, he tastes his dog. Oh, he tastes his dog. Oh, he tastes his dog. A son taste, turn to taste his dog. Oh, he tastes his dog. Oh, he tastes his dog. Hasn't tasted his dog.
Okay, so we're gonna pick up from there. I can't win with chat, you know? It's like, okay. How the fuck do I this piece of shit? I don't know why I have this other screen here. I don't use it. Well, it'll be a surprise. Put it in the bottom right? Alright, fair enough. Open with the trick-or-treaters. It's gonna be... we can add the trick-or-treaters after we get the dog generated. You got to see half. Do you guys want to see it again? Or do you just want to finish with the dog? What if we offend everybody? What if we offend everybody? And we make Jesus a Mexican man named Jesus with a wig and a toga. And he just has a taco in his hand. But he has a Star of David necklace. I think we'll do that. Okay. What do you mean? What do you mean? It is a Jesus. It is a Jesus. Just Jesus. A tortada. Have a poncho and a hoe. But then he'd be stuck at the border. Jesus just spawned in 2025 as a Mexican. Oh. Hey, I just thought of good lore. What if the reason he shows up as a Mexican because he knows that Piker's not going to immediately try and assassinate him, and if he shows up as his Jew form, you know that he would probably be crucified again. No, Mexican. He's gonna be a Mexican dude. Yep, because he's all about that shit. All right. Nope. Up. Okay. Hold on, I got this. I got this. Here we go. Uh, all right. That was convoluted. Let's see if it understands the fucking mess that I just wrote. It'd be cool if Jesus was the first ketamine crusaders. Yeah, we could do that. Hold on. I didn't see anything chat was writing. Trump is Jesus. Oh no. I can't get away with that. As in, Vea wouldn't cooperate with that. Is there a gay fish in this? No, not in this one. Fish was his last dog that died, that he pulled the tail of and threatened to kill. So it's all too well lit. Let's try this. Oh, yeah, John, I know that was a thing. I just forgot about it until now. Yeah, I should have mentioned that. I thought about it. So there was like a point where I was thinking about telling you, hey, you need to upgrade your fucking reclaimer because the default module for scraping is shit. But I got sidetracked and I forgot. Why don't Hassan's dogs gang up on him? Yeah, we can have that happen. Have him take a hit of K before using G magic. I kind of just I don't want it to lag on for like too much. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's not supposed to be Kai. It's supposed to be Fish, his last dog that he fucking. mean, that was a lot closer. I don't know why his eyes were all fucking bugged out. What are you doing, Veo? I know it's the wrong headstone. It's getting close. Then Hassan uses his gay horsepower to defend against dogs. Hassan can't use gay horsepower. He's not the one that fucks horses. His uncle fucks horses. Unless you're saying that it passes down through the bloodline. Are we saying that Hassan is going to turn into a horse fucker? Jesus resurrects fish to be a hero for... Yeah. Yeah. I mean, is it the best? No, but it's getting there. Actually, I don't think I hate that one. I don't think I hate that one. Yeah. I actually like how that works. Nope. No. I just like this one because it's weird. There's just something about it that's just dumb and weird, and it works. Do you guys want this one? Oh, this one? Okay. Okay. All right. I just like how random this is. He's just like, here, he calls that down, he puts down the taco, and then he just looks up, is just like, dog, come here, and then the dog just fucking falls down. I don't know. Either of them, both of them work. I'll have to sleep on it and see which one I really like. Because I agree, I like the style of the other one, but it's just, there's just, the only thing I don't like how he doesn't have the long hair like I had originally asked for and wanted, and also it says Cash instead of Kaya. Yeah, purple. Yeah. Then Hassan runs up and puts a shot collar on him. No. No. Hassan's the one that's gonna get fucked up. He's gonna get fucked up. Let's see if we can get this one to be better. Oh, Jesus. Hey, Scout, how's it going, dude? Also, I am going to set up the stream for tomorrow after this one is over, and I'm going to make sure for you guys on YouTube that I actually remember to turn on ultra low latency. If I use the same prompt and regenerate, does that change anything? Is it seeded or something? I wish there were seeds, but unfortunately, no. Sometimes it'll kind of get the same general style. Sometimes it can get close. Other times it can go off the fucking rails. It's just, yeah, it's kind of random. I've always said that it's just like a fucking slot machine, pretty much. Oh man, Scout, that sucks, dude. No. No. It also doesn't make sense as to why he has the taco. I'll figure it out. He's not like obviously Mexican. I'm trying to see how do I make him look turbo Mexican? That's easy. That's really easy. Let's try this. Yeah, all I need is sombrero. Yeah. I'm gonna have him do a yeah, sombrero of thorns. With LLMs, you get the same response even if you have grammatical mistakes in spelling. No, it's gonna be with Veo. It's very literal. If you want something that does what you're saying, then you use Sora, but it's not. You're not gonna get quality or anything usable for film like this. In fact, it just auto enhances everything to be the same. Oh my god. I have a Mexican hat dance around the grave to resurrect his dog. Yeah, we can do that. I'm sure we can do something like that. There we go. That right there. That's a pretty cute costume. That's a pretty cute costume. Maybe switch the taco out for that rattle thing. Maybe. Maybe. Alright, now there's two Jesuses. Scout, I would do that. The problem is Veo just doesn't understand speed. Getting it to do anything quickly is a monumental challenge. I don't know how to get Veo to understand that something needs to be moving at a fast pace. Everything at best is going too fast for a senior. Like, no, it is a good idea. Like, it is. It's just, it gets so... I've struggled with Veo for a long time and getting fast shots. It's like, okay, I want, there's a prompt that I tried early on, and I wanted to have combat, like a game footage of dudes on the ground, in combat, and then, jets fly overhead, right? The jets are always going like, going real slow, but they're like right there. Like if they're way up in the fucking distance, I can see it, it would make sense, but they're like right above them and it just looks fucking terrible. I don't think I've ever gotten, I think I've gotten like 4 generations in 4 or 8 generations of everything I've tried involving speed to actually be fast. So, yeah. But no, you are correct. You are correct. Do you interact with your prompts? Interact or iterate? Does Jesus have a green card? It's California, dude. They don't care. Iterate. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I've tried. I've tried everything. I've tried the auto enhance. I've tried a whole bunch of shit to try and get it to work, and it just doesn't. It just doesn't. Well, here's what I'm gonna do because I do have a hard stop at midnight tonight. Just because I have to be up bright and early to take my daughter to school. I wanted to get more done, but as usual, it happens. I'm gonna get a lot more done tomorrow when my daughter is at school. But I know I said I wanted to get this done tonight, but it doesn't want to cooperate, and I also didn't really think through how hard this concept was gonna be. At least for like the Jesus part. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna work on it a bit more off stream, and then tomorrow, when we're back on stream, because I'm gonna stream again tomorrow, we're going to work on it again and see what we can get through. Because yeah, oh no. I mean, guys, I don't need to be told that it's the gayest mansion because it. I 100% believe that man is buried in Hassan's backyard. Oh my lord. What? What just happened? Okay. Oh no. Okay, that one's pretty good. Those other ones, I don't. Oh my god. Holy shit. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Mexican Jesus gets fatter in every clip. Oh yeah. Holy fuck. Okay. All right. All right. So here's what we're going to do. How is anyone going to tell what the hell is happening? It's insane. It's so fucking dumb. All right, guys. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to work a little bit on this tomorrow. We're going to hopefully do what we can to try and finish it tomorrow. I want to have this done tomorrow. Wednesday night at the latest, so it can be out and shipped, and then hopefully the super secret project that I can't tell you guys about yet, but I will as soon as it becomes a thing, if it becomes a thing. You know who you are, and so yeah, we'll see. But until then, if you guys would like to support me, please like and subscribe. It always helps, especially the stream. Let's see if we can get to 20,000 people or 20,000 subs. That'd be pretty sick. The other thing that would also be greatly appreciated, if you would like any merch or anything like that, themenacecrew.com has a whole bunch of, has some stuff on there. Thursday is going to be a merch stream. Thursday, we are going to be making merch. We are going to be making new merch. So Thursday, we are going to make merch. That is the only thing we're going to do. So community suggestions, things that you guys want to have made merch, anything like that, we will put it up there. I don't make anything really from any of the merch. It's just something cool that you guys can purchase. I always price it at a time that can happen. Price it at a thing that's the most affordable from any of the people, so that's the thing. Other than that, the best way that you can support. I'm not going to say no to money. At this point, I can't say no to money. I need to be able to survive. Right now, I'm covered until I think I can make it to the end of the month. But the money, it's awesome. But the biggest way to help, the best way that you guys can help, is to share my content with someone that's gonna laugh, someone that's gonna enjoy it, someone that's going it's gonna bring them joy to witness and give them a brief respite from whatever they may be going through. That matters a lot. It truly does. And to know that I bring joy to others means so much to me. I greatly appreciate every single one of you. I am always ever amazed that I have a captive audience that wants to be a part of this, and that I was able to make it happen. I am eternally blessed that is the case. But thank you all so very much for being here. Thank you all so very much for everything you guys have done. And I will see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful rest of your morning, evening, or afternoon. Later, guys.